Hello everybody and welcome back to Train Simulator 2017. Today we're going to be driving this lovely class 175 on this nicely newly released South Wales coastal route from Swansea to Bristol, the route. But of course we're catching this train from here at Bridgend and going to Swansea. There's not many scenarios that actually gets the whole route. So, and as we've covered the earlier bit before, because that's part of the normal South Wales coastal route, this is an extension on. Anyway, let's quickly read the text. It says, "Welcome back, driver. This second leg will take you up to Swansea, where you will be finishing for the day. Passengers here at Bridgend have a finishing boarding, so depart when you are ready." So let's close that. There we go. So let's put that in thing. Let's put that on. Right, as the passengers are finishing boarding, as you can see, beautiful looking 175 in We've changed Wales ghost colours. So we'll start the acceleration. I have to say one thing, it does seem very unrealistic of starting up, speeding up from the one before. But it hasn't really changed much. Like I said, it's generally from what you got from the original South Wales coastal route. All this has got is just the new ghost skin that you can, as you can see right now, which is quite nice. There's the normal version there going along. So let's get back into the cab. As I said before, this is an add-on version to the original South Wales coastal route, which comes with Train Simulator 2017. That includes Bristol to Cardiff. This is pretty much extends it on from Cardiff to Swansea. Like I said, the things down around said this is the second part of this scenario. Yes, I was just thinking then, we've got to go up Stormy Bank in a sec. AWS telling us there's a 75 mile per hour speed limit restriction coming up. Yeah, gone along. I knew about this. They were going to add it on, and of course this is completely. They've redone it, so you have to get this route separate from the other. But if you already own the Cardiff to Bristol one, you'll have a 40% discount from this version, which is not bad, which is quite nice. It would have been better if it was pretty much linked on to the one before, as it would all run much nicer and smoother. But there we go. It's nice to see this going all the way to Swansea, because I always thought that the South Wales coastal route, only Bristol to Cardiff, wasn't that really big. There's not a massive, there's a lot of line track, I guess, mileage between Bristol to Cardiff, but to be honest, most of the trains you would get from Bristol, Temple Meads to Cardiff Central, they would only just run that. But like the HSTs, they continue all the way to Swansea. This is from Bristol Parkway, so at least now you could actually do an activity that will go all the way to Swansea, taking a HST. I skipped the first part of this scenario because the first part of the scenario took us from Newport to Bridgend, and alright, we haven't seen the line between Cardiff and Bridgend, but as this is completely new bit of track between Bridgend and Swansea, I thought we'll get a video up showing this. I thought most people would love to see Swansea on here, and well, Bridgend, and of course in a bit we will be going past Margam Yard and Port Talbot Steelworks, and going through Port Talbot Parkway. Let's quickly open the hub. It says, "Welcome back, driver. This second leg will be taking you up to the Swansea, where you'll be finishing for the day. Passengers here at Bridgend have finished boarding, so depart when you are ready." So we go via Stormont Down Line, which we're going to be approaching right now. Speed limit going up to 90, and it will be going up to 100. As we'll be calling up Port Talbot Parkway, Neath, and Swansea. So pretty much the normal places that you would normally go along here. Like I said, normally it'd be beautiful making a scenario on here and taking the HST all the way to Bristol Parkway now, or from Bristol Parkway to Swansea, or even quite often happens they may go on the diversion via Bristol Temple Meads, and you have to take it all the way along, so you get a full whole track length. Now that is a lot of mileage, I'd say that much, but by gosh, and it'd be a long scenario, but you would have a bit of fun driving along. Just going to keep an eye on our speed limit. I will, in a bit, turn around and push the 90, and we're going to have a look at the track layouts that this map comes with. I did originally, funny enough, I did have a scenario lined up for the South Wales coastal route. Just going to go through, I'm pretty sure this is Pyle Station. Damn well sure about that. Hang on, we can turn around to do this. Centralised player. Where are we? Yep, that was Pyle Station. So here we go, we could look up. So of course, the original part we have here for Bristol Temple Meads, Bristol Parkway, Newport, and there's Cardiff. And of course we had all this track bit of layout along here, as you can see, all the way along. We've got Pencoed, right away up to Bridgend, which is where we started. And because we come along all the way along here, we're not far away from it now. But in a sec we will be literally going past Margam Yard and Port Talbot Steelworks. That's going to look beautiful. There's Port Talbot Parkway, and of course we come up here, Britain Ferry, Neath, all the little places along, and then coming into Swansea, Landor Depot by here. So let's get out of this hub. Because we passed a train just then, you might have noticed. There's a bit of braking on 90 mph speed restriction coming up. So like I said, I've been looking forward to this. I quite liked the South Wales coastal route itself, the first one with Newport, because Newport is where I'm from, and yeah, it was, I think you remember it before, that I picked little holes in certain bits. But I do like this now. You can definitely tell you're coming into Port Talbot, the mountains right next to us, and there's Margam Yard appearing in the corner. You can start seeing the Steelworks as well, Port Talbot Steelworks. I'm pretty sure they've got an activity that actually runs, and of course it does happen a lot. When you're living around here, you notice it. They do freight trains that go from Port Talbot to Lamworth, and they're just transporting steel back and forth. And so yeah, of course it's not run by here, it shows it's run by Freightliner, and of course a lot of it isn't Freightliner, it's done by Dosselban Shanks, EWS. This crossing used to be able to walk across it, actually, to be honest, and I'm pretty sure you can get, there used to be like a viewpoint there, and you can start the speed then. A viewpoint there, well, you used to be able to go there and be able to look at the view of the stand in the yard and watch the trains coming in and out. Of course it's a proper yard there as well, like for the trains, like a shed for all the Dosselban Shank trains. Right, let's put the brakes on. Still looking at beautiful Port Talbot Steelworks. We need to slow down for the 70 coming up. We're doing that quite nicely. Because I was originally, the scenario I not long ago made, did it over the weekend on the South Wales coastal route. And we were going to drive the newly released reskin of the First Great Western 158 that has recently been put in the Reefer Trains Wales DMU pack. If you didn't know about this, if you read up on the latest information, you'll find out about this. I have done a scenario for that, and you can find that on my excuse me. You can find that on my Steam workshop. Just search for GJDobbzy. you'll be able to find the scenario on there, and you'll be able to download that and drive it yourself. I probably will do a video on that sometime soon. Excuse me. But of course I thought, with this being just released, I thought I'd get it straight out, hot on the press, and show you this lovely video of this area. Right, they're starting to slow down now for Paul Talbot Parkway. Steelworks is now gone behind us. Of course, the motorway winds its way through just between the mountains and the town, which is quite interesting. With a 50 mph speed limit, quite a strict one because they've put average speed cameras along there, and they will give you a ticket. Originally, they just had a fixed camera, 50 fixed speed camera, and of course it meant that people used to slow down for that and then speed up straight away. But they've changed that now. Right, this is Paul Talbot Parkway, and we're not really stopping. A bit more braking force on now, dude. Really, we should be stopped by here. As you can see, there's the 3 and 4 car mark, but no way we're going to be stopping in time for that. Bit further on, kind of being like a HST at the moment. 6 car mark instead. Release the brakes a bit. So there you go, let's open those doors to let those passengers on and off. Always found this is quite quiet, the 175. I thought that on the original version, to be honest. It needs to be a bit. I've just found that when you've travelled on these, the noise is a bit louder, and it just seems that this doesn't have the noise, simulate the noise. It's always quite a bit louder than what it is. It doesn't give much of a grunt when it's moving, and in real life it does. That's from travelling on these up and down the guards buzzer. Excuse me. Bit of dust in my keyboard then. See, this just seems like a bit unrealistic. It's speeding up too quick from what it is seeming. I don't like. It just does feel like a bit unrealistic, this DMU. But originally it came with the South Wales Coastal Route when it was Cardiff to Bristol. It came out with the class 175, and I thought it was a bit of a waste because, to be honest, the 175s only drive between Newport and Cardiff because they go up the Welsh Marches line, and occasionally they do go to what's it called? Go up to Cheltenham, but it's very rare. They do it, but not that often. Just gone through Paul Talbot, pretty much town centre really. It's quite weird. Paul Talbot Station is Parkway when you've got a massive shopping centre, and the town centre is not far away from it. But yeah, I always thought it was a funny one, being called as a Parkway, which is quite centralised than most parkways, to be fair. Because normally parkways stand for out of the centre. Pretty sure we got the motorway beside us in a sec. We normally do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's right beside us now, isn't it? Yes, there it is. The M4 runs pretty much parallel to us now, to Brighton Ferry, where it will cross over a bridge, and we will curve towards Neath. Brighton Ferry is where you normally find. You normally get the login trains come along here, pulled by Class 60s or Class 56s along here by Colas Rail. You do see that sometimes coming along from Brighton Ferry and going up to the Welsh Marches line. They're heading for Chirk, I believe. So I look forward to seeing this now. Route is added on. I can't wait to start playing around this extension onto the routes of the South Wales Coastal Route. I just can't wait to start playing with it and get to make new scenarios. I do think this is much more value for money than the original South Wales Coastal Route now, with this extension to Swansea, because the South Wales Coastal Route from Cardiff to Bristol originally is £24.99. It's still actually in Steelworks, Steam Shop for £24.99. So here we go, we're just curving away. Britain Ferry Bridge is right beside us, it was. And of course we have the lines coming off for the Swansea Avoid line. Slow down for the 50. That's Britain Ferry Station. See, it seems like it accelerates too quick, but the brakes are not that good. But as I was saying, as I was saying before, the South West Coastal Road Cardiff to Bristol was £24.99, and to be honest, I thought, yeah, okay, I'll get it because it's my local route. Find it a bit pricey for what it is, but it is my local route and station. Slow down for the 35 from Neath. It's quite a sharp corner around Neath, so don't try and blitz it. And because we are stopping at Neath Station as well. That's the warning for the 35 mph speed limit restriction. Well, speed limit, it's not really much of a restriction. But yeah, of course they've released this South West Coastal Route, which got released yesterday. And this adds Swansea to Bristol for the exact same price of £24.99. And so to be fair, that is a much more value for money than the other way round. Because, you know, you've still got another 40 odd miles onwards of track onwards from Cardiff from what you had originally. So, you know, for the same price, you may as well have that onwards bit of track. I don't know if you'll get the same scenarios as you did on the original one. I don't think you do on this one as much. Like, you don't get, I don't think the Arriva Trains Wales DMU pack scenarios work on here. I didn't see it when I quickly loaded this up and loaded this scenario. I just saw the new scenarios that came with it. I thought, oh great, I can have a good run on this. And I knew I haven't driven the class 175 on here. I like the sit car markings there. I'm pretty sure this is where they actually stop though, because this is where the entrance and exit of the station is, to be fair. But then I suppose that would be the 6 car mark. I don't know if there's, I didn't see a 3 or 4 car mark, so like I said, it seemed a bit weird that one did. But yeah, this is Neath Station, quite accurate. I've come to Neath before, and I'll just show you a bit. Walked along here to this park, because this is a steep bank here, and I came here one of the times to see Tornado actually climb the bank. That was that was an experience. Took the train all the way. Interesting days they were. Didn't really drive to see the steam engines and everything. Used to take the train, and they were fun. Trying to work out taking a train to go and see a steam train, to then catch a train that would then either take you into a different location or overtake the train. That was quite fun. Right, 35 mph speed limit now. So we've got to remember we can only go to 35 miles per hour leaving here at Neath. So we won't be going it too fast. Of course, the between Bristol and Cardiff section of this line hasn't changed. It's all pretty much the same as it was before, so don't think that's going to be modernised. I'm pretty sure that's all the same. I've had a quick look and it looked awfully like everything was as it was before, so don't think you get something new. You don't, sadly. We've just got Swansea to stop at. When you had that small little 2 2% minus for speeding then briefly at one point coming into Paul Talbot, well, nearby Margam Yard. But other than that, we've been quite good on the speed restrictions. As you see, like there's the park I just showed you. It's right there in the corner. Oh no! Right, add a few more to that. Right, so take 10 off me now. Nearly at 100%. I was going for 1,000 points there. 100% reputation. I just failed it by yattering on. Oh well. But yeah, like you saw, the speed limit rises, and of course it's beautiful to see the steam engine just, because it's slow going from Neath, and then of course it hits that bank and it starts speeding up, and of course it's got speed up for the 75, and it just opens up. It was trying to work out where to see it, and there is a station up here, which I was tempted to, but it was just no way we will get there in time, as we wanted to see it through another location. I think I remember rightly, I saw it through Newport, and then I came all the way out here to Neath to see it through here, and then later on I may have saw it in the evening back through Newport. So like I said, they were fun days. Again, I have been known, I have followed a steam engine all the way down this area to see it going onto the Pembroke Coast Express. So with this more of this route, that'd be more fun now. You can actually do more of a steam engine runs. Like before, you could run it to Cardiff and that'd be it. Now you could probably run it all the way down to here at Swansea, or even as far as Paul Talbot, where then it would go down on the Swansea Avoid line, and that would be it. Is this coming up to Skewett? Yeah, that's Skewett. We're definitely coming into Swansea now. Just climbing the banks. I wonder if they've simulated the kind of like the half tunnels along this bit coming up in a sec. There's quite weird half tunnel sections along here, and it was designed by Brunel. It's because there was constant landslides in this area, and of course the best way to do it, he made like arches all the way along every so often, and the idea is to give support to the bank, and so that when it stops it landsliding on the track. It's quite a clever little idea. It's what they did after when the line was built, and landslides were quite frequent in the area. Just seeing, we'll see in a bit if it has been simulated. Hopefully it has. It's quite interesting when you go along there on a HST going towards Swansea. Yes, it looks it now. You can see the arches coming up. They've done it as bridges, but yeah, they're like half-cast arches along this bit, and it's just because of because it's quite common to have landslides in this area onto the track. So there we go. Learn something new every day. Going for the next station. Do you know what? I came here one of the times to go and see a steam engine. Nunny Castle, climbing this bank on the platform right beside us there. Typically it went on the avoid line, and there's a little trick I learned when I was there. Around the corner from there, literally over the road, there's a church. It's a mosque now, but it was a church, and there's a little lane, and you go down that little lane, and when it just stops at this brick wall, and you look over and you see you're on the top end of the tunnel of the avoid line, and so you can then watch the trains coming along the void line. Of course, the gentleman that was with us at the time that appeared at the station when I was there, because I was there with another YouTube person known as JBT Evans, and when we were there waiting for this train, he disappeared, and obviously then when I found out later on it went on the avoid line, there was no chance of seeing it the whole way back. But it was typical. We just stood there and he was there with us and then just disappeared. And it's like, oh mate, you could have given us the heads up. Typical. But there we go. Can't be helped. In a bit we will be going past, for those fans out there that love football grounds, we will be going past Swansea City football ground, the Liberty Stadium. we're going over a viaduct when we go past that, and then going past the Landor Depot. Right, this starts slowing down for that 40 now, because we are going downhill, so we need to put a bit more braking force on her. As we were going downhill, but now we've levelled out a bit now. But not too far away now from Swansea. Like I said, this is quite a short video. The other part 1 of this is 40 minutes long, from Newport to Bridgend. I did think of putting that in, and I thought, would the video be a bit too long? And I thought, but I know this bit is part of the track that most people probably want to see is here, Bridgend, Port Talbot, Neath and Swansea. And so that's why I skipped the first bit and moved us straight into the second bit, which is along this bit. Here we go, we're going to start going over the viaduct, as we can see. And there we go, there is the Liberty Stadium, right there in the corner, where the Swansea City play at home. Quite an interesting little structure. Welcome to Swansea, apparently. Here's Landor Depot. This is a common place where the HSTs are all based in the South Wales area. But like I said, it's quite nice seeing this. Now it'd be fun driving along here with scenarios, and yeah, with a HST you may have to go back to depot at the end. Got a bit of steep downhill section now as we come into Swansea Station. Used to be Swansea High Street Station, because Swansea used to have 2 train stations, if you didn't know that, because the other line was for the Heart of Wales lines, which of course that train just comes in here now and terminates on the platforms, but occasionally it does continue on to Cardiff, stopping up most of the places, and generally run by a 150. Number 175 leaving. Of course, the side of us, they're starting to get more of a yard. I'm pretty sure that's what the new was it simulating, like, yeah, that's where the coaches and the coaching depot would be, and for the Royal Mail originally would normally terminate there. That's where the mail on the trains used to come to, until it was stopped in these areas when Royal Mail pulled out of mail and train, and only runs on the lines on the West Coast Main Line up to Scotland now. Right, now we're coming into Swansea. I hope you enjoyed this so far, this little run, showing a bit of this route. I'm definitely going to come back onto this and probably do part 1, maybe do that next week, and then I'll show my scenario that I made sometime soon as well. So like I said, this is a perfect stocking filler for people that love their train simulator for Christmas. Well recommended route so far, and what I've seen of it, and well, what you've probably seen of it and me driving it right now. It's a beautiful route, and for the price you pay, it's well worth it for what it is. I can see myself enjoying doing lots of hours of playing on this, for sure. So let's take it nice and slowly into thing. I can see the brake pads coming up, so this for over braking, so let's not get caught out by that, and I have the emergency brakes put on us, because we will not want that at all, because that will lower our scores for sure. Oh no, we're late now, I just noticed, for me taking it too easy in. Wanted to come up to the barriers. Well, to the buffers, to the barriers. There we go. Let's go outside the cab. Now I'll leave that up so we can see what score I get at the end. It's quite noisy this bit, isn't it? I wonder if I can go pull it up this end. Not so noisy then. Nicely done, driver. Scenario completed. So there we go, we got 984 our score in the end. Of course we lost 10 points from speeding, and of course we lost a bit as well. So we lost a few from being late, only a few minutes, a few seconds. But there we go. But I'm happy with that, 984. That gives us a nice gold star. So I hope you've enjoyed that. If so, don't forget to put a like at the bottom of the video. If you've enjoyed seeing this brand new scenario, well, not scenario, well, it is a bit, but this brand new route that's come out recently on Train Simulator. If you haven't got it already, I'd recommend to get it for sure. Also, if you'd like to ask questions about anything, please don't forget to put a little comment at the bottom of the video, and I'll get back to you as soon as you can. Well, as soon as I can. Not you can, I can. Do you know what? I need to learn how to speak. If you're new to the channel and maybe quite like watching Train Simulator videos, we do videos of Train Simulator every Friday on here on this channel, and why don't you push that little button on the bottom, which is the subscribe button, and subscribe to the channel and keep up to date with this channel and this beautiful community that we have here. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter. The link is below in the description. And yes, we'll be back on Monday with City Skylines, keeping our city building and getting quite good on money-wise. We will also be chucking through Europe on Wednesday, and then back on Train Simulator 2017 next Friday. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Until next time, bye for now.